Paulo, Mark mentioned cloud, for example. Could you give us some examples of the pros and cons for business owners of adopting cloud? I mean, we always hear about how cloud, and how we need to embrace cloud. But at the same time, people need to look before they leap. Do you think they should have more of a hybrid approach to embracing this technology?
The choice should reside with the consumer. And they need to evaluate what level of readiness. And as a service provider, and we are a service provider, we're providing solutions, but we're also providing services. You need to ensure that your organization is uniquely equipped to offer the choices. Now, it just so happens, and if you look at analysis that has been done over the past few years, that manufacturers are actually the laggards in moving their systems into the cloud. That's quite simply because companies are saying, these are operations, these are things that are very dear to us. It's where our own IP and how we do things and our competitiveness, and maybe it's there's still a little bit of reticence, the fear of the unknown, or it could be that they don't see any value of shifting it necessarily into the cloud. But if we look at the promise of the cloud, and in there lies what I think all service providers are trying to do. Firstly, and that is, look at any generation Y. They're looking at a device, they're expecting all of their functionality, interactions, connection points to be there automatically. The availability has always got to be there, the scalability has got to be there, and they are expecting it's part and parcel of their lives. And as service providers, we need to be recognizing that these younger generational cohorts are going to be moving into the workplace. And when they do, they're going to expect the same similar engagement with the business systems as what they have currently with their social and mobile platforms. And that is the key. So we are driving systems now that we're asking ourselves the question, is our application truly intuitive? Is it simple to use? Is it engaging? And can I consume it from anywhere? And that's really what the essence of what cloud is. And that shift is something that Syspro recognizes, and we've done some very large strides into that area. But we believe that ultimately you can't push a technology or a concept like cloud onto a consumer, but the consumer needs to have the choice, and they will move when they are ready.
So Paulo, on the back of some of those innovations in ERP that you were talking about, let me ask Mark. Mark, what kind of response does your technology have in response to these technological developments that Paulo was discussing?
So our product already has a hybrid model, and it's not about the user experience, it's about the customer experience overall, as much as anything else. So right from the delivery of the software right through to the after sales support, if you like, through that. So it depends on the customer. If they have a requirement that's predominantly factory based, then we have a solution that will suit that environment. If they have an environment that is both factory and field based, then we have mobile solutions and options that support those types of environments as well. So at the moment our application is predominantly web based, and we've chosen to deploy things. So for example, you can create a very complex production plan, but you can share that very simply in a cloud-based, web-based way with everybody else, whether they're in the field or they're in the factory. And therefore, in collecting data, everyone's used to basically mobile devices in order to use it, and you can talk about that in terms of social media as well, but in terms of collecting data. And so we absolutely fully support that. So really the scheduling aspect we put together, but everything else, from publishing, from collecting, from actually tracking and analyzing. So all of those metrics that we provide out of the box are provided in the cloud, accessible on any device with a browser. So basically in any geography, anywhere in the world, very simply and easily for the consumer or the user, all part of the customer experience.